Hello everyone, welcome back. I brought this juniper in today to give it a bit of a clean up. Needs a bit of a pruning back. There's a couple of branches that, like this one back here, needs to be, we put a bit of wire in it. We bring it down into here somewhere. Just clean it out a bit. There's a few branches I can take out, starting to fill it up a bit, and just give it a general check over and pruning. It's getting a bit wild looking, so we will get started on that. This was a tree I got a few years ago, and it was just a big long tall tree, and I wired it down into this cascade style, and I've just been working on it ever since as a cascade. So what I'm just going to do is maybe start at the bottom, work my way up, just pruning it back a bit where it needs to be pruned back, and taking off any dead stuff or stuff growing in the wrong places. Okay, so we'll start down here, and I could do it putting a little bit more wire on in places, but I'll see what I can do. I'll try and do it without wiring if I can. There is already wire on it, on the main branches, so if I can get away with just clip and grow on them, all the better, because I really could do without another tree with too much wire in it. Here and there I may need to put a little bit on. We'll see. I'm just gonna take off the growing tips and things like that. Anything growing down, things like that, we'll take out. Any little dead branches, that one will take off. We'll just kind of get it, try and get it to push back a bit. There's lots of back budding on it, so we'll push back to them back buds where we can. That branch there, could do a little bit of wire on it. We'll see. Maybe not. Here we can take back a bit. So we'll just thin it out like that as much as we can, just to get a bit more balance in it. Get rid of all these shoots growing upwards. We'll try and get it into some sort of order. These ones back here. See, this branch now hasn't got much wire on it. Could do with wiring some of these branches up. to an outward facing bud, then it might resist it, might make it so I can go without having to wire too much. I don't mind wiring, I just don't have time to be wiring all my trees and too many of them. So any that I can do without wire, then I try my best to. Once they're like this, they have the kind of basic structure wired in. I don't mind the heavy wire holding the individual branches, but it's when you got to do all the fine wiring, that's the stuff that takes time, and it's also the ones that you forget about in the old baiting and stuff. So where I can, I'm trying to cut back. Out there a bit like that. We just take off the upward growth and bits like this. It just helps thin it out and let the light in. There's one or two here. I don't know if I need them. We'll check it out at the end. Might be able to reduce a few. Well, just looking at this one here. This needs to be just reduced back a little bit. Okay, so like always, I will pause the video now. I'm sure you don't want to be watching me pruning the whole tree, and I'll just keep going around the tree as I'm doing, just reducing it, thinning it out a bit, and we will come back then and check it out when it's done. Okay, we're getting there. It's getting thinned out nicely now. It's not one of these junipers. I'm not putting it in a show or anything like that, so it's not like I want all perfect, flat, neat pads. You know, it's kind of more of a wild looking tree rather than all kind of real. You know, if I really wanted to wire each of the individual branches, I could get them into nice tight clustered pads, but that's not the kind of tree I'm growing it as. It's more of a kind of a loose, wilder looking one. I will put a bit of wire on this one up here. And a bit of wire. Just need to bring this branch down into, bring it down into there like that, and then I'll reduce it. So I'll just put a bit of wire and get onto this branch first. And then we will just put this around here. So now, hopefully, that wire's not really strong enough. So I'm going to put another wire, just a little guy wire, to pull it in place there. So I'll just attach the wire to this wire. And then the side where I want to pull it into, kind of want it in around there somewhere. So I can maybe put it across to this wire here, this main wire that's holding the tree in. See if I go underneath the main tree, over to this wire. Just put that in there like that. Looks good. I'll just tie that off there. Wraps around. Snip that off. Now, this back branch here. First, we'll look at this one. It needs to be. Front. Needs to be brought in a bit. Yeah, somewhere around there looks okay. And this back branch will just bend that back there just to give it a bit of filling out there at the back. Trim this one right back, I would say. It's quite full. Recent branches there. Okay, so how's that looking? Just needs a bit thinning out up here. Like I said, this isn't a. I haven't wired this tree to get all tight little pads and stuff. Could do. I did do it before with it. Made it a lot tighter looking, but from now I'm just gonna like that. I'm not showing the tree or anything like that, so I like it just in the kind of more of a wilder, more naturally. I know it's not natural looking like this, but you know, rather than all these tight little pads, it's just gonna have like loose loose pads like that. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I think we can leave it like this for now, and then we can always have another look at it later on in the year. We'll just let it recover now. Give it plenty of feed in, some water in. Okay, I do have another juniper I want to have a look at, so we'll go and get that one. Okay, so this is another one I just brought in to give it a little bit of a tidy up. Just going to clean out a bit of it and just pinch it back a bit. The tips might go a little bit brown when you pinch it, but again, I'm not too bothered about that. This again was quite a big tree when I got it. Yeah, it was a pretty large tree, and I cut it back to the very bottom branch and just styled it from that. Needs weeding like all my other trees, but again, it's got a lot of grass for some reason growing in it. I think the birds put the grass seed in it and they're eating. So just want to try, and this is again not a great juniper for getting tight foliage pads. It's kind of a loose foliage on it, so I'm just keeping it somewhat tidy if I can. Taking out any dead bits or bits going down, thin it out a bit where I can. Pinching out anything that's growing underneath. Just to kind of clean up the pad a little bit. We'll go up here now, and we'll do the same again with this one. Like that, this isn't a Nittigawa or one of these kind of junipers that you can get the real tight pads, and this is actually, in comparison to some of my other ones of the same variety, there's quite tight pads because some of them are very loose foliage on them. I'm just trying to keep on top of it. Just kind of pinch it back a little bit, just get it gently in my fingers like that. Like that, make it some brown tips on the ends, but it's okay. I'm not bothered, it's only me seeing it. Let's clean out inside there a bit. Okay, so I'll just go over the tree and do that with it all, and then we'll have a look at it. Okay, so I think we're almost done with that. Again, it's just, I could bring this down a bit more if I wanted to, which I don't know. I think this is about the front somewhere like that. So I could just guy wire that in slightly. Somewhere around there. Yeah, I think it just needs to come in just a tad. Here we have it wired to the wire down here in the ground. And just put it through that wire there. I think I might put a little bit more movement in the main trunk, bringing it up a little bit. Just a small bit, just a bit of movement in it. The camera doesn't seem to be picking up the movement as much as it actually is. It looks like it's going backwards for some reason on the camera, even though it's going forwards. This bit. Anyway, that should do. Just like that. Okay, so we'll just leave that one as is for now. Back into the profile a bit. And again, I'll try and keep on top of the pads on this one, just to try and keep them a little bit, because they do grow quite loose, this foliage. You should just leave it off. Okay, so that should be okay for now. We'll put that back on the bench and we'll give it a watering. So, like always guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.